All right, so we're going to start looking at page 28. You can see where it says melodic fourths and fifths, and we're going to work through Good King Wenceslas and My Fifth. And we're going to try to read through these as quickly as possible as a kind of sight reading exercise, which means get through it without too much study and just be able to play it as quickly as possible and play it well. So as we've been doing in class, the most important thing is to look at the entire piece and verbalize what's happening inside of it before we even start playing. So let's just go through the vocabulary and make sure that you can identify what you're looking at. So Good King Wenceslas has two systems. Here's system number 1, system number 2. Each system has 4 measures, measure 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then of course measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 all total, or measures 1 through 4 in system number 2. The time signature is 4 over 4, and remember this isn't a fraction. The top number 4 tells you the number of beats in one measure, and the rhythmic value that takes the beat is the bottom number 4, which is the numerical representation of a quarter note. So there are 4 quarters in every measure, or the durational equivalent. So for example, looking at measure number 2 in system 1, we have 2 quarters and a half note. The half note is equivalent to 2 quarters. So altogether, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. And then over here in measure 4, we have 2 half notes, and each half note is equivalent to 2 quarters, so that's 2 plus 2, that's 4 quarters altogether. And then the same thing, of course, in system number 2. And if you look carefully, again, just as a way of expediting the learning process, so we can be as efficient as possible, the pitches in system 1 and the pitches in system 2 are the same, except they're in different octaves. So let's read through them and make sure that we see what's going on. So the book is kind enough to tell you that this is F, so this is F4, so that's F, 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 G, F, F, C. That's middle C, C4, then a step up, D, C, D, E, F, F. Right, so all of that was in the 4th octave. And then we go down to system number 2 in the bass clef, and this of course is F3, and so notice the same series of letters just in the 3rd octave instead of the 4th. So F, 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 G, F, F, C, that's C3, and then D, C, D, E, F, F. Okay, so now you'll notice that when I was naming the pitches, I was also approximating the rhythms. So let's try that together, just going through the rhythms as we name those letters. So we're going to do it for just one system because the rhythms, as you can see, are exactly the same in both systems. So here's your beat. And we're going to name the letters in system number 1 with the beat. So for example, if you get to a half note, you wait 2 beats before continuing on to the next letter. So going back to the beginning, F, 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 G, F, F, C, D, C, D, E, F, F. Okay, pretty clear. Let's go down to the keyboard and take a look at what's going on. So here's the keyboard, and you're able to identify, of course, middle C right there. So on your keyboards, do the same thing. That's C4. Put your thumb right there, and now we're in the right-hand 5-finger position. Your thumb is on C4, and then each finger is the next step up. So D, E, F, G. So we're going to start with the first 2 measures, which you remember are F, 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 G, F, F, C. So the first thing is just block it out. F, 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 G, F, F, C. Okay, and we have the fingering, right? So 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 1. So let's play that one more time. F, 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 G, F, F, C. Okay, the next 2 measures are D, C, D, E, F, F, or fingers 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So let's block that out. D, C, D, E, F, F. Okay, so let's put all 4 measures together and play it, and look back at the music, and you can see that the dynamic marking is F for forte. So we have to play this reasonably loud. So here we go, the first system. Okay, now we're going to switch over to the next system. So taking a look, we know from our earlier example that from our earlier work through this that the letters are the same, but the fingers of course are different. So let's go over to the left hand and take a look. So I have my left hand in my 5-finger position, starting with C3 with my 5th finger, and then D, E, F, G. So we know what the first 2 measures are. It's the same letters as before: F, 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 G, F, F, C. Now take a look at the fingers. Of course they're not the same as the right hand because we've got, again, what we've been talking about in class, mirror symmetry. So it's 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5. So that sounds like this. And then we continue, and the next 2 measures are D, C, D, E, F, F. And the fingers there are 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. And it sounds like this. All right, so let's put all that together and play the entire second system, and sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, and. All right, so you've played the first system and the second system, and now you just have to play them one after the other. So I'm going to try to do that with a bit of a shift in my holding the camera from one hand to the other, but it's going to sound like this. So we're going to go back to the right hand 5-finger position on C4, and hopefully I'll do the switch without dropping the camera. So here we go, the whole thing. 1, 2, ready, and. So there you have it. There's Good King Wenceslas, and ultimately it's going to be played moderately fast. And so I think that the tempo I just took, remember tempo is the rate of the beat, I think the tempo I took was about right. And if you need to, set your metronome, and remember that 1 click on the metronome will represent 1 quarter. 2 clicks are the durational equivalent of a half note, and that should give you enough information to be able to play this piece well.